Bleh. Sorry, horse. My bad. Wish I'd be a little rocking horse. All right, let's talk about some siding. So I'm finally at the end of my cabin project, and man, it's been a journey to get here, but it's been super exciting. And of course, to get like the finished result, feels so good. So let me tell you what I started with. So when I bought this house, I bought it as is, and that was a lot in itself, just to kind of come here and see the first rain and find out I had 10 leaks in the roof. And then also try to replace a window and realize I had to replace 2 walls. So I knew I was in for a lot. Initially, it had a redwood siding, and honestly, it was kind of pretty. Like, it had that old like decayed look that like looks great if like you're going on vacation, but not if you own the house because you know what's really happening. That's what it had, and it was just attached to the 2x4s. And man, it was not protecting the house. There was decay, clearly. There was a lot of moisture issues coming in and out of the house, and the house would not retain heat at all. In fact, there wasn't even heaters in the house to really produce. So there was a lot of work, and that made it really important for me to protect my investment. So I did a lot of research, and I ended up using LP Smart Side trim and siding to change the envelope of my house. But the reason I ended up choosing the Expert Finish trim and siding is because of the warranty. 1, it's a 50-year warranty, and then 2, the Expert Finish, the product comes pre-finished, factory finish, which is amazing. The instant gratification is pretty amazing. So when it comes down to choosing a color, you can go to LP's website and see all the available colors. I ended up choosing Timberland Suede for my lap siding and Sand Dunes for my trim. Overall, I think it looks really good, but the cool thing that you can do is LP has this thing called Home Visualizer, where you can go on your computer and upload photos of your home and actually try out the different colors, which makes it a lot easier to visualize what your home might look like with a color change. Especially if you've had a home for a really long time, sometimes it's really hard to see it in any other way than it's always been. So I highly recommend checking out LP's Home Visualizer to just play around with it a little bit and maybe get excited about a new color, something different and fresh. I really wanted to protect my house from the elements. The house is in the redwoods, which is super cool, but that comes with its own challenges as well. So basically, redwoods, how they like to water themselves is a fog will come in and then they'll collect all the moisture and then just rain it down on themselves, which is great because there's, you know, fresh air and all that lovely stuff. But for fungal decay, it can be a big issue. So you want to make sure your house is properly protected. All of LP's Expert Finish colors are made with LP's Smart Guard process. Basically, the product is treated with a mix of resins and waxes and zinc borate, and they're finished with an overlay that offers protection against moisture, termite, and fungal decay. So at some point in time, you might want to clean your siding, which is totally normal. It's outside, dirt might splash up in a big storm, or maybe a bird poops on your house, I don't know. That'd be quite the angle. Anyways, if you do need to clean the siding, it's fairly low maintenance, just a little warm water and mild detergent and wash it right off. So with all the different elements, I feel very comfortable with this for my choice for the siding, but also stylistically being able to have multiple materials here kept my cabin quirky, which I really appreciate too. So I was really excited when there was a cedar textured shake option because I just love cedar shakes. So I went ahead and picked that out for my cabin on the upstairs portion of it. So you can see it has the little detail with the undulated lines. Now this was really beneficial for a few reasons. 1, it's a really old house and it's not exactly level. In fact, this window and the other window on the other side of the house were off by like 1.5 inches or 2 inches, which is significant. However, using something with an undulated edge like this really helped hide that, where if I had used a lap siding here, it would have been very obvious that those lines wouldn't have lined up exactly. The ease of install was another reason that I thought LP would be a great product. So there's a few advantages to this. It comes in 16-foot lengths, which is awesome. It makes it easy to transport these. You can carry a few at a time. They're not going to break when you're moving them, but it also means that you're going to have less cuts or less seams that you need to deal with on your home. And that can be helpful in a few ways. 1, aesthetically, which I always appreciate, but 2, it's less points of disruption in the product and less things that need to be maintained in the future. So this lap siding is 45% lighter than fiber cement lap siding, making it easier to handle on the job site, which is pretty important. They're easy to lift up. I had no trouble doing that. Also, all the lumber that is used is from a managed forest, which is super important. It's in North America and they get most of their wood from aspen trees, which grow regeneratively. I think that's how you say it. Meaning that the wood is being harvested in a sustainable way. So that also gives me, that makes me feel happy inside, especially because why buy a place in the woods and know that the product you're using is not supporting that. So LP, yay on your sustainability practices. But overall, I gotta say, I'm just really pleased with how the house came out in general. It was a journey, but the ease of the install, like in the product, in the final look, like I couldn't be happier with. So thank you guys for watching. I hope if you're in the market for siding, you'll consider looking at LP Smart Side Expert Finish Trim and Siding for their efficiency, the great quality products, and it just looks good. So if you have any questions or you want to find out more, check out lpcorp.com or just drop me a comment below. Thank you guys for watching and have a great rest of the day or night.